Hey, Sanevsky with Worship Piano Tutorials, and today I want to show you how to play the song Rescue by Daigle. And I know it's kind of an old song, it's been like 5 years since it's released, but oh my goodness, if you are going through a tough time, this song is just so beautiful, even to just sing it to yourself or to a loved one that's going through a hard time. It's just, oh my goodness. So this song is in the key of F sharp or G flat. So this key right here, it could be a F sharp or a G flat. So it really doesn't matter. Some chords will show you that it's a G flat, and today I'm just going to show you the F sharp version. And these keys are the ones that you're going to want to play if you're improvising. Just make sure to press these keys and not this one. You know? Follow that recipe, you'll get it right even if you're improvising. As long as you're in that key, it's gonna sound good no matter what you do. All right, so the first chords, you know, the intro is so simple. It's just these 4 chords of B. You're gonna see B. This is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Here's B. This is the B chord. So you can play it up here, or you can play it down here just to make it extra deep. You can also invert it by playing it like this, or like this. It's all a B chord, just played different ways. Alright, so it doesn't matter. And then you have an F sharp, and then a C sharp. Again, with the C sharp, you can play it differently, either like this or like this. Depends how deep or how high you want it to sound. So again, that's a B, F sharp, C sharp, and then a D sharp minor that looks like this. So here's your D, here's your D sharp minor. Those are the 4 chords that we see that in the introduction as well as the first verse. So you have the B, then the F sharp, C sharp. Gosh, I want to play it lower. I don't want to play it this high. So let's see. And then D. You are not here. There's never been a moment that you were forgotten. You are not hopeless. You have been broken, your innocence stolen. So as you can tell, verse 1 is so calm. It's so simple. You're just hitting on that chord once, okay? And then as you get into the pre-chorus, I'm going to show you a way that it's played that's a little different. You're going to see a little bit more of a flowy style. So this is how it looks like, and then I'll go through the details. So, innocence stolen, I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS. I will send out an army. Alright, so that was the pre-chorus. I know it kind of looked confusing because I didn't always play this highlight note. So I'm going to call it the highlight note. And you don't want to hit the highlight note too much, like... Okay, you're going to prevent from doing that. You want to hit it very lightly, just like a decorative highlight. And sometimes you can feel it out. You can add it a lot. Okay, you can play it kind of quietly. You don't have to hit it every time. So that's why it kind of looks confusing when I played it, because sometimes I want to play it and sometimes I feel like it's too much. So anyway, the way you play that is you do the B chord. You're going to do the 1 and 5 of B in kind of a flowy style. So, and to finish off this 1, 2, 3 pattern, you're going to finish it off with that high note. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's the pattern you're going to play. And then you're going to move to F sharp. 1, 2, 3, and then C sharp. You can keep playing it the whole time. So this is where I didn't play it the whole time. I did 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, because I didn't want to keep playing the highlight. So I'm gonna go through that again. So I hear you whisper underneath your breath. So you know how I switched to this note instead because I felt like that was a little too much, but it's truly up to you. Underneath your breath, I hear your SOS, your SOS. So instead of playing this the whole time, I just switched to playing 1, 5, 1 of C sharp instead of doing 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3 the whole time, because it can kind of sound like too much highlights. So again, I'm going to do that one more time for you to get that like solid way of how it looks. So you've been broken, your innocence stolen. I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS. I will send out an army. All right, so that was the pre-chorus. Now moving into the chorus, so again, the pre-chorus chords were B, F sharp, C sharp, similar to the verse, except you're omitting the D sharp minor. In the chorus, the chords are F sharp, will, and then you have a B with your right hand and a G sharp with your left hand. It looks like this. Send out an army. So it's a little more dramatic. So I will send out an army to find you. So this is a chord that we already saw, the D sharp minor. And then it goes back to B. In the middle of the darkest. And then again, D sharp minor. Night, it's true. And then B. I will rescue, and ending it off with the F sharp, you. So again, you can literally play it this simple, just playing through the chords. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true. I will rescue. So those are the chords. If you want to play it a little more fancy, and if you have the capacity to incorporate some of the flowy style into this chorus, you can. So what I would suggest is playing the chord once with your right hand and doing a little flowy style with the left hand. So I will. So see how that looked like? Kind of play the chord and then move away with my right hand to kind of allow the left to finish it. You can also do and finish it with your right hand. So it's really open-ended, and it just depends which flowy style really clicks with you. So you can kind of play around with the different ways of playing it. and figure out the one that you like the most. This is a little tricky because of the slash chord, the B over G sharp. It's a little tricky to do flowy style with the slash chords, but we'll still attempt it. So I'm going to start that chorus out with the way that I would play it. So I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you. There is no distance that cannot be covered over and over. Alright, so I kind of sneaked into verse 2, but I wanted you to kind of get the gist of chorus 1. I played the flowy style, but very gently, not at all like nothing fancy like that, just very I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you. There is no distance. So what you notice in verse 2 is that you're going to get more powerful with the piano playing and the voice. While in verse 1 we just played it through once, you are not hidden. Once, na 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 na. Once. You're playing the chord once and there's a lot of empty space. In verse 2, that actually changes and you're going to play each chord twice. So the transition from the chorus. There is no distance, F sharp, that cannot be covered over and over. You're not defenseless, F sharp. I'll be your shelter, I'll be your armor. I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS. And then it goes into the other chorus that's much louder. So now I want you to notice that this pre-chorus, you could even taste that difference too, because you know the first time I played the flowy style, like you whisper underneath your, and this time it was louder, so more pressure on the keys. I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your so much louder going into verse 2. You're building some of that up, your flowy style. You can even go deeper into these lower chords too. That really helps. So your SOS. As you build up, you can, you know, instead of doing this C sharp, you can do this C sharp to really bring in that volume. Then you go into verse 2 and it's a lot more powerful. So verse 2, you could literally just do send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest. So a lot more powerful. You can play these arpeggios or this flowy style much more confidently and loudly. But you know, you can also just play chords. Send out an army to find. Sorry, I forgot about the slash chord. If you're playing just chords, you can play the deeper chords and hit them more often. If you're not like feeling confident with the arpeggio or the flowy style. So for example, if you're playing simply, you could do I will send out an army you got my point. So you're just pressing on those bass notes a little more often. But if you do want to do flowy style, it'll kind of look like this. So I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you. I will never stop marching to reach you in the middle of the hardest night. It's true, I will rescue you. So it's a little harder to keep up with the rhythm with the flowy style, but you kind of want to keep that 1, 2, that kind of that rhythm. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So kind of keeping up with that 1, 2, 3. The other thing that you can try doing is not so focused on 1, 2, 3. You can do kind of like, I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true. I will say that this does require a little more practice, and I do have a mini course on the flowy style. That's what you really want to get practice in. But essentially, you're going to hit the chord once with your right hand and then continue the flowy style with your right hand and not play the chord the second time. So for example, does that make sense? You're kind of playing it once and then continuing it with your right hand, but in a faster form. Okay, so that's kind of how it looks like. All right, that's chorus 2. I'm going to sing it out one more time before going into the bridge. So, I hear your SOS, your SOS. Oh, I forgot about the arpeggio here, so I hear your SOS, your SOS, your SOS. So I'm going a little deeper here. Should have kind of calmed down right when I started this, actually. So I'll rescue you. I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear you whisper you have nothing left. I will send out just keep going with this chorus. I sang it a little lower. You can keep doing the higher. I will send an army to fight you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true. It really depends on you how you want to play this. Using the flowy style or just playing the chords through really depends on your level. So you ended off with I will rescue you, and then the outro you do the D sharp minor, oh, and then B and F sharp. So oh, I will rescue you, and you kind of end it off like that. You could do arpeggio. I will rescue you. So kind of something like that. Anyway, that's the full song. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And you know, I always like to say there's 3 types of people in this world. And one type of people are the ones that are going through the hardest time of their life. Just the hardest time. And they're the ones that need someone to just sit there to listen, to really be there with them in their pain. It's the ones where they have nothing left and they just ask for prayer because they can only rely on God in that moment. And then there's the type of people that are going through a good time, but they have this memory of the hardest time of their life. And so they're able to really, truly understand the people that are going through the hardest time of their life because they've just been through it. And they truly understand, and they're willing to sit down with those people to continue praying for them. And then the third category of people are the ones that haven't really experienced the hardest time in their life yet. And I think this song is really amazing for those first 2 categories, the people who are going through the hardest time and then the people who just went through the hardest time and can serve others with this song. Be blessed, you guys. Bye.